Hey everybody, and welcoming you back to the channel. And if you are new here, if you enjoyed this content, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you guys can stay updated. But I am bringing you another video for the month of October, a Halloween episode, I guess, kind of. It's kind of a spooky globe art that I'm working on, and you guys can kind of enjoy my ramblings in the video. Just kind of doing this as a bonus. Not really a bonus episode or anything, just something fun. Most of the time you're gonna probably hear my ramblings, so I do apologize for that. I didn't realize that I was talking in the video until I went to go editing, and then I was like, oh well, I already have the audio set up, I guess. And this was actually pre-recorded a while ago, probably like a year ago, and I'm just now getting to it. So yeah, I really just bought that. Thanks. Thank you for watching, and I bought like a bunch of new markers. I hope you guys enjoy. That I kind of needed / wanted, and a lot of them are drying up, and it's very disappointing. And these are like my favorite type of markers. Are the Copic sketch. So there's really no I mean, all markers will dry up, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I literally just bought it like a year ago, probably used it maybe twice, and now it's starting to dry up. Like, there's still a lot of life left in it. I know this. So, I'm trying to figure out how I can revive these dead markers, and a lot of times it's like the nib is like super dry. I don't know. And right now I am working at like 5:45 in the morning. I have my lighting set up differently, and hopefully it translates, because it's really dark, and normally I tend to try and work in the natural light. And I know like over this weekend I probably won't have too much natural light because it's supposed to rain. So yeah. And that's kind of where I'm stuck. I have another, okay, I do. I have the E8 brown, so this is going to be kind of like a mid-tone. I am excited about this artwork. I might post it as a bonus video to my channel. I'm not too sure. But I got my coffee, my dog went poop, and now he's in the bedroom going back to sleep. Pretty much like he normally does on the weekends. I know right now it's not the weekend. I'm currently sitting, but hopefully it won't be for too long while I do this. Only because I had possibly broken my tailbone while at work. And I say possibly because I'm still waiting on the x-ray results. Definitely hurts, but I have it to where I'm not like relaxing on it. I have it kind of propped up to where my lumbar is kind of pushed in, so I don't have to like sit on it or sit on the tailbone itself. With the way my desk chair is, it's honestly like it's actually not that bad. Like I'm very pretty much for the most part comfortable, but I know like I need to. Ooh, I like that. I know it needs healing and stuff, and I'm probably gonna go on Amazon today and buy one of those air up donuts, so that way I don't have to like sit on my hip. And yeah, because last night after it had happened, well, yesterday after it happened, I was kind of like laying on one side versus the other, and there's no like, oh, it's gonna heal faster if you lay on this side versus this side. It's just like just trying to stay off of it, and it was so hard to take my dog outside to go potty. Oh my god, like especially with him having to be on a leash, like whenever he would pull, like I felt like I was gonna die because it hurt so bad. And like my dog doesn't pull, but he'll like if he gets excited over something, then he's like, I gotta go, come on, you know. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Mom's broken. I'm broken. So maybe I should have chosen a darker color for those branches, because that's really bright. So I do apologize to my second shift person. if he watches the channel. He might, I'm not too sure. I do apologize, because right now he's kind of being a trooper and helping me out as far as, keeping stuff, you know, halfway decent. That's if he's there. I don't know. I left way too early. I think I had gotten x-rays done at like 9 a.m. yesterday, and I was back to work, dropping off paperwork at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Like, it happened within the first hour that I was at work, and it was a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't, like, part of me is like, I knew it was kind of one of those things that's bound to happen. Accidents happen all the time. But I'm just like, I kind of feel like a dummy in the sense. I can't remember which one is brighter and which one's darker. So I think I might just go with the test swatch. Okay, this one's going to be lighter. And then I can just go in and do the outline with a darker one. Anyway, I know, like, accidents are always bound to happen at work. And I just didn't think. Like, nobody ever plans to have an accident while at work. It happens. So when I fell and busted my butt, literally, I was just like, great, there goes my ego. I mean, it's funny. Like, you kind of have to laugh through the pain a little bit, because that's really the only way that you're going to, that's the only way that you'll get through. And surprisingly, it hurts, but it's like, it's more of an annoyance. Like, when you get up and down off of a chair, you know, when you're trying to adjust your sitting, it kind of, like, a little bit of a pain, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah. That was my spiel for, it's something that people have to deal with in the workplace, and because I'm still having to work a full-time job while doing this, this is what I'm left with. And yeah. I don't know if that one is getting, okay, that looks a little bit better. Might need to get a little, ow. Yeah, coughing and sneezing hurts a lot. Because when you cough, you tend to put pressure on your bum. Same with sneezing. Like, you don't realize how much pressure is put onto your bum until you break your tailbone. So, that's, yeah. And I know I wanted to do this bottom part. And I'm hoping that my other, marker is dead. I seriously need to go through some of these and figure out which ones are dead. And I thought I had a grouping of them, and then my new one died. Copic, get your shit together. You guys used to be such high quality. Oh no, that's darker. Okay, well then that foiled my plan. Okay. But Copics used to be a really, really good, I mean, don't get me wrong, they still are. But here recently, I've noticed a lot of my markers drying up. They're not taking in the new ink. Like, when I go to put in ink replacement, it's not taking in the ink. And it's just, oh, it's a mess. And I don't know what they're doing wrong that is causing the quality of their stuff to fall. I don't know. I haven't tried, the only other markers I've tried were those Walmart ones that are the Azure, and they weren't bad. They're definitely not your top quality marker you could buy that's on the market. So, but if you guys want a cheap alternative, those ones are great, especially for the budding artist, or a new artist, like somebody who is in their teens. If you want a very inexpensive idea, that's a great option to go, just because it is definitely for the ones that are on a budget. No, they do not offer ink replacements like Copics do. And the box that you can get, like I think there's a 36 pack at Walmart now. I was just there like 2 weeks ago, and I probably should get it so that way I can give you guys a better marker review. Because the ones that I had bought a few years ago, I honestly don't even know if they're dried up or anything, but I bought them a few years ago, and they only had 2 packs, I think. And the one pack was an all gray, and then the other pack was the primaries. or like, you know, like the primary, not primary colors, but the major, like the ones that get used the most. And then they had, shortly after I had made that video, they rolled out with the, like 36 pack, I think is what they have, which comes out to be like, I think 30, it's definitely not $3 marker, it's probably like $1 a marker or something. It's a relatively cheap, like, box of markers, alcohol-based markers. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind because you do get what you pay for. Like, that's a given for anything that you buy. If you want top quality stuff, you're going to pay the big bucks. And then I'm saying that as, like, I still use apple barrel paints, which are like 50 cents a bottle. And I get them at Walmart. And now I have made some really nice artwork with the apple barrel paints. And then, like, sometimes I do mix it in with some regular acrylic. Like, if I need to get a lighter color of a certain paint, then I'll mix it. But I'll mix it with white. And it gives me a nice body to it. And I'm pretty sure this lighting is kind of, not necessarily making it hard to see, but it's kind of giving this, like, yellow glow on everything, which, I mean, it's okay. I'm still trying to learn, like, the whole video editing and stuff when it comes to certain things. Just give him some nice. There we go. And I think my mistletoe is a lot darker. I don't know, I'll do a test swatch right there, just real quick. And I'll do another one right here. Nope. Okay, in this lighting they look about the same. But the moss is definitely darker. So I definitely want to keep that like this. And if you couldn't tell, like, Halloween is my favorite holiday. Well, like, one of my favorite holidays. There for a while, I didn't really, like, I like the idea of Christmas because it's all about, like, the giving season, and you give gifts to your loved ones and stuff, and, it was definitely something that, like, if you gave a gift to somebody, it was heartfelt. Like, last year we had done a white elephant Christmas gift, or no, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. We done a white elephant Christmas gift exchange at work, and it was a lot of fun. And then I had gotten somebody who was out sick, but it was kind of nice because I was able to really put some thought in it, like, really put some thought into the gift itself. And one of the things that she had collected were snow globes, and I had no idea that she had collected snow globes. I thought that was so cool. And unfortunately, like, I went everywhere to find snow globes. Like, I tried to look everywhere. Couldn't find anything that really spoke to me that was, like, her at the same time. And it was very disappointing that I couldn't find anything. So I ended up taking it upon myself, and I ended up drawing a little deer and some trees, and made a picture of the snow globe. And I definitely loved how it turned out. But I can't say that for her. Like, I don't know. I know she was sick, and then she probably doesn't, like, at the time she probably didn't know who I was. Hell, like, there for a while I didn't even know who she was. But I'm assuming that she liked it. And yeah. Okay. This is definitely not turning out the way that I envisioned in my head. I probably should plant these things. Yeah, this is starting to look like shit. Oh well, I don't know. Half the time I have this idea in my head, and when I go to, like, execute it, it's like, blah. Like, there's no dimension, or it looks like shit. It could even just be, like, the color choices. Probably the color choices. Like, that's probably what's doing it for me. Because I definitely don't want the snow globe to be white, like, in the center. It looks like shit. Because then I just have this white blob. So it's gonna look like a 2-year-old did it. Maybe I should make the moon just slightly darker. I kind of wanted this, like, not haze, but, like, I kind of wanted it to look like it was in class. So maybe I should just go over the bottom, like this. That kind of works. Go over this section with it. Put pumpkins, so that way they're not as bright. Yeah, that works a little bit better. But I might need to darken up the moon. Just so that way it has some standard. That works. That looks a little bit better. And then maybe I could tie in down here with the color of the moon. And then I can do, yeah, that works. Although I might need to fix this right here. Ooh, okay. I might need to fix that somehow. Because they just don't have that gradient effect that I wanted. I'm sorry if you were looking towards this video, looking for a masterpiece, and you got crap. Just kidding. I don't know, maybe I'm just not in the zone. Starting to look a little bit better. Starting to look better, like the little bubbles. And then a little bit darker color for the clouds. That really hurt. Okay. On camera, I think it's not looking too bad. Oh no, that's the wrong marker. Usually what I'll do is I'll kind of go in through here and lighten everything up with a lighter colored marker. Just to make sure everything kind of blends out. It's kind of like having a blender one without having to actually change color. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now the question is, do I want to use a regular pen? Or do I want to use a multi-liner? I hope this one works. Don't use the multi-liner.
I wanted to create kind of a smoky effect around the globe or crystal ball, whatever you want to call it, only for it to like tie in the entire piece. And now I'm going in with a, I think it's a Pigma Micron pen, but I think the nib is just a 1.0. It's, I think, one of their biggest points, and I usually try to keep that for like the major, like, full outline of the piece, or like, so what I want it to be, so the piece of artwork that I want centered for it to pop against the smoky background, that's what I use. And in occasion you will see me using like a regular ballpoint pen. Sometimes that's with a like colored pencil artwork, and that's to kind of like give that texture a little bit. But if I want something smooth and not like scratchy, then I will use a Pigma Micron. Most of my stuff that I use in my videos, I will post at the bottom in the description box so that way you guys can find it elsewhere. I don't get any type of affiliate links yet, but I will post all of the utensils and stuff that I use in my artwork below so that way you guys can see for yourself. In the next coming weeks, I will be getting a new brand of colored pencils that I've been seeing, and I've been seeing them a lot here recently, and I'm kind of excited because they have like a wide variety, and hopefully I will be making some artwork with those, mainly to like test it out and see how they stack up towards the Premier Prismacolor pencils, the colored pencils, so that will be exciting.
I have it. Found it. Oh no, and it's broke. Well, that blows. So, now I think I'm just going to use a regular ballpoint pen. Go in here and do, is it going to work? Almost. Barely. Good lord. Shit. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I know the gray. The gray is not going to look very good. You know what? Just keep on with the ballpoint pen. There's something about ballpoint pen that I like when it comes to certain things. But ballpoint pen, as I was saying, I kind of went silent there for a minute. I was concentrating on something, or just the drawing itself. I tend to go very, very quiet if I'm concentrating on doing something, but the ballpoint pen kind of gives a little bit of a different texture to like a piece of artwork, and I definitely like to use it on some Halloween stuff because it gives a like a I don't want to say a spooky look, but it's very hard to explain. I mean, obviously a ballpoint pen looks scratchy, and sometimes you want to achieve that kind of look for like backgrounds or textures. Definitely a ballpoint pen always comes in clutch. I was using it in my post-it note challenge that I was just doing. I was just playing around with some ideas, and I figured I could try and do like one drawing a day to help art, like basically help people get through some art block, or if they're having issues with starting a task, trying to figure out how to go about it and whatnot. I was going to help, basically, just kind of help people get out of a rut. And I know there for a little bit, I was actually in a rut. I was in a creative rut, and nothing sucks more. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Nothing sucks more than when you're in one of the creative ruts, and you try to pull yourself out of them. I might do this for down here on the cobwebs. Yes, definitely on the cobwebs. You guys can listen to my inner monologue. I'm really hoping my neighbors... I have my window open because it got up to like 76 last night. I know, in Ohio, you go through like 10 different seasons all in one day. Like yesterday morning, it was... I want to say it was chilly, but it wasn't bad. And then it was like... and then like... After about 10 o'clock, then, like, the temperature shot up, and it got warm towards the evening, or afternoon and evening. It got warm, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? It is almost the end of October, and we are having these warm spells, like, crazy. Like, we've been getting into these warm spells, and I'm okay with it. I'm all for it, because the longer I don't have to turn on my heat, the better off I feel. Or the longer I don't have to turn it on is absolutely perfect for me. Okay, that looks really cute. Okay, not exactly where I was headed at to begin with, but I definitely like how it turned out.
And I want you to create more and worry less. Thanks for watching, guys.